Finger.
We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Good. What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, guys. As you can see, we're at Xander's. If you're not watching him, Xander13, go check him out. But this is his car, and as you can see, it's all apart. If you've been following my channel and his channel, then you already know what's going on. We are going to put this together today. This is a brand new Ford short block that we're using. The heads, he got them back from the machine shop, so we're good to go there. And then we've got ARP head studs and everything we need to put this engine together today. Now, we have the Ford workshop manual that I printed out, so we got everything to go by, except the only thing that we're not going to follow these for are the ARP head studs, simply because they come with their own instructions, and the instructions from the factory are for tortilled head bolts, and we're not using those, we're using the studs. So we got to follow ARP's instructions for the studs. Guys, we're going to get started. First thing we're going to do is take the oil pan off, pull the oil pump off, and change it out with brand new Boundary oil pump gears. So. All right, so yes, there's a big jump in what we've done here, but if you was watching Xander's channel when he went live, we continue from where I pretty much was stopping on this vid. But anyway, we got everything together and already rotated the engine several times. We poured oil all up and through here. Like I said, when you're assembling an engine, you cannot put too much oil up here, man. So basically right now we're getting the valve covers, new gaskets in the valve covers, and then we're going to put the valve covers on. We're going to put the DI on. We got to put the crank, everything on, get this engine fully assembled. Hopefully tomorrow, this is Saturday, so hopefully tomorrow sometime, we're going to be taking this and we're going to be mounting it to the transmission, put the new torque converter in the transmission, mounting it to the transmission, and then getting it over in the car. That's the goal for tomorrow. And then from there, we will see. But, so I guess...
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see where we're at.
We're definitely working.
We're not rushing. One thing we're not doing, guys, we're not rushing this along. If you start rushing this, mistakes happen. And we're not wanting any mistakes to happen. But so far, we're good to go. So we're going to do this, and we'll catch you back up with you here in a little while. All right, so it is the next morning, and current status of the engine is we have got the manifolds on, got the engine mounts on. He's putting the coolant stuff on now. And then, same thing over here. Alright guys, so we got the harmonic balancer on. We got the AC on, the alternator, all that. All the belts on. Everything's pretty much ready at this point. We are going to put the torque converter in here. And then we're going to get the engine off the stand, mated to the transmission. And from there, we're going to get it in there. So that's our plan. So, guess ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, guys, so here is the stock torque converter, and we've already filled up this torque converter with 2 quarts of fluid, and shouldn't be enough to spill because that's what we had in that. I fill these up just a little bit, just a little extra insurance, and it's less to add down the road. But for those of you that wanted to know, there is, under that cap, is a dipstick. So, yeah, if you ever want to know how to check your fluid, it's right there. So, it's right by the catalytic converter, not too far from it, so it's not fun, but it's there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put this in real quick. But you just want to be extremely careful with it.
And there she's dripping.
Nah, she did come out, didn't she? It's not a big deal.
So it should feel 3 drops.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you kind of want to support it yourself. Like that.
That's 1, 2, 3.
All right, so we got the torque converter in, and one thing about this, guys, is that once the torque converter is in, I'll line this up with the center on the bottom, and then I also put the flex plate on the engine center down so everything lines up easily. Also, when we get this together, to make sure everything right here is seated, it clicked in enough times, but just to make sure everything's seated 100% properly, what we're going to do is once the engine is mounted to the transmission, we'll reach in here and grab a hold of this, and it should move easily, and you hear like a tink tink when it's hitting the walls of the hole on the flex plate. If you can move it that easy, you're fine. If you can't, you need to take it back apart and it's not seated correctly. So right now we're gonna go from there, but yeah, Circle D, I'm excited to see this thing out of the hole.
Yeah, it's a truck converter. It's essentially it's a truck converter. It's a big one.
Yeah.
You know, they have the two. Some people may not know. So you can go with the smaller Circle D rebuilt. I guess they're just rebuilding Mustang converters, but this is what you would want for like big power.
Okay. So yeah, so maybe one of those are in the future for the blue car. We will see.
Eventually we'll do.
Oh yeah, he's got the McLeod, the whole rebuild kit to make this a little bit beefier. But I have not tore into one of these, and I don't want his to be the first guinea pig for me. So maybe after I get mine done, or if you find a shop to do that, I might use them if they're really good. Yeah. Because you know what, it doesn't hurt. Somebody that's been in these time and time again, it's really worth the reassurance that, you know, I've been in the 6R80s, but I've yet to be in a 10R80 yet. So anyway, guys, we're gonna get this put together. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attempt to show you guys what I was trying to talk about earlier with the ding ding. Alright, the ding ding?
The ding ding?
Yeah, watch, you'll hear it. Alright, so if you reach in here and you grab a hold, if you look in there, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, there's a stud sticking through. And if you can reach in there.
The ding ding.
So anyway guys, yeah, so the ding ding, if you hear that, you're good. If you don't hear that, if you can't move the torque converter, then take it apart.
Bad.
It's not good.
No
it's
bueno.
not good. No bueno.
Standing by your side with my heart on high and dry. I'll do what it takes to make you believe. With my heart on high and dry. We do what we want, but when I'm free, with our hearts on hyperdrive.
Alright guys, there she is. She is in her home. I do have to say, I dig the BMRK member. For one reason is, we didn't have a whole lot of room in here with the turbos in here. Now, look at all that room. Turbo's gonna sit right in here. So much room, very nice. I'm digging the BMR K member. So we got everything. The motor is in, bolted in. We did everything, got everything in place. So see guys, it just goes to show you that you can do this in your garage if you have mechanical experience. I will say, if you have mechanical experience and you understand what's going on, with jack stands, and a cherry picker. No lift was in here. We made it happen, and so
Yeah,
it can be done.
Not that bad.
It really wasn't that bad.
No.
Not bad at all. I was kind of like, I know I can do it, but let's see how bad it is. But
Yeah.
it wasn't bad at all. So basically what we did, if you were watching the video, we brought the engine in, we lifted it up, we brought it in at an angle, we put it down, we put the transmission bolts in, and then basically from there, we put the motor about the height it needs to be, and then we installed the K member. Now, having the BMR K member did make life a little easier. It was lighter. But what I would do in the situation if I didn't have the BMR K member would be one of two things. Either have the engine already mounted to the K member, or use a jack and a 2x4 cross to bring the K member up for me instead of having to struggle with it. But it still wouldn't be horrible, and yeah, very doable, guys. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. We're kind of gonna wrap it up. It's getting late. I've got to get home, and but this is gonna wrap it up for this. He's gonna be busy, so watch his channel. Yeah. He'll have his own take of what we did this weekend also. Still go watch that. Also, during the week, check him out. He'll be doing other things to get ready for hopefully next weekend. Fire this thing up.
We still got to put the whole car back together. Turbo's got to be mounted.
Yeah.
And wastegate routing correctly. And
Yes,
that and the other.
yes,
So,
yes.
a lot of work.
But, you know, he'll knock the suspension out and a lot of that stuff this week. So that's why I said watch out for his channel for videos coming out this week on the progression of this car. And then everything goes right, I should be back down here next weekend and finish everything up and fire it up.
Oh, yeah.
And then, yeah, we're back golden again.
Yeah, we'll keep it that way.
Right? This time it's staying that way.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, and we will see you next time.